how strong of a start they have gotten out to. 48-50, their point total. Cal Poly, one team title in the Big West Championship a couple of years ago, and they are in third. We're going to have 3 different heats of the women's 400 meters. Mia Marquez will occupy the most interior of the lanes for this first heat, but the fastest qualifying time of the first heat coming from Ariane Livingston, sophomore from Cal State Fullerton. This is where they thrive, those shorter distance sprints, where in the first heat of the women's 100-meter hurdle, they finished 1-2, Jazera Davis and Mia Reed. So there she is, another native of San Diego. We've seen a lot of talent in the Big West shine with roots in San Diego. Jasmine Davis. We're going to see more of her in the 400-meter hurdles. Mentioned that and what Davis has done so far. But yeah, Mia Marquez, senior from UC Irvine, she occupies the inside. Went to Helix High School. Was one spot off the podium last year in the finals with that 4th place finish. Sophia Levrashina, junior from, there she is, from Long Beach State.
So Sophia Levrashina from Long Beach State, she actually recently competed for Portugal in the World Relay Championships in the Bahamas. So she has some international experience, which we were talking about in the hurdles with the young man from Spain.
Abel Jordan, Livingston, in lane 6, mentioned her running also in the 4th heat of the women's 200. Cal State Fullerton very deep in the hurdles and the sprints. And running blind out there is Ellie Domingue, and making up a stagger already is Livingston for Fullerton. Graceful striding and demonstrative-like running for Livingston.
Yep, coming off the turn here is pretty windy for the runners. And in a 400 meters, this is where a lot of coaches will say the bear crawls up on your back.
And all of a sudden, Sophia Levrashina has opened this one up and winning by 5, 6 or so meters. Coming in second was Ariane Livingston. So she makes up an early stagger and does end up finishing in second. Keep in mind that there are 3 heats, and the top 1 in each heat advance, plus the next 5 best times. So there's a pretty good chance, Philip, we will see Livingston in the final.
Yeah, that's a strong time. And Levrashina actually improved her entry time of 54.72 by about half a second. And see, right here is when she keeps it strong and she really keeps the hammer down, and other runners start to fade.
You just break down just the strides, how long they are.
Yeah.
Running with conviction, winner of the first heat, 54.25. Players have been, athletes have been benefiting from the wind-assisted marks all day long. And for our second heat in the women's 400 meter, Fastest qualifying time is the freshman right there in lane 4, Izzy Nisha. Freshman moving into 3rd all-time in UH program history in the 400 with a 56.59 showing to finish 3rd in a recent meet. And she also has run a sub-57 400 meter. Alexis Ford in lane 6 for UC Davis. A 5th year. Another one to keep your eyes on. Hopes to be, after her college career, to be a licensed physical therapist for a professional sports team.
Oh, wow. And that's going to, this experience at the collegiate level as an athlete is going to give her so much insight. She's going to have she's going to understand what some of these athletes are going through when they're having to rehab injuries.
Cal Poly has representatives in lane 3 and 5. Caitlin Caro occupying the 3rd lane. She was 7th, by the way, in the Big West title last year. So she made the finals, but was unable to make the podium. And Alexis Ford making up ground in lane 6 rather hastily.
Yeah, the 400 meters is one of the tougher track events in track and field. It's a very long sprint, and you oftentimes run out of gas 325 meters into the race.
Top of the final straightaway, here comes Izzy Nisha.
She's going to her arms.
Stampedes past everybody. Riding that wind and outrunning Jordan Jackson, who finished 2nd in lane 5. Oh, yeah, riding the wave of the wind. Izzy Nisha, 54.68, so she is automatically in to the final. Rehashing that last 100 meters. Confident strides as she prevails past Cal Poly in that 2 position, Jordan Jackson, who crosses the line in 2nd. So Hawaii officially has representation in tomorrow's final of the women's 400 meter. We do have one more heat to go in this 400 meter event. Olero Soares, junior from Cal State Fullerton, in the inside lane, one of 2 Titans to qualify for the finals of this event last year. And then you've got Philip Sanaya Starks for UC Riverside in lane 4, 2nd place finish in the finals of this event last year. Her PR this year is 54.08, her personal best.
Yeah, so she's the top seed of all the women in the 400 meters at the meet. So she has the top seed in the final heat here, the prelim. So definitely keep an eye on lane 4.
We're also keeping an eye on the team scores, where Long Beach State on the women's side leads right now through 5 events scored at 48.5 points. UC Irvine is in 2nd with 37 points. Cal Poly 36. On the men's end, it's UC Irvine with the early lead in the team points allotment. Only the first place finisher automatically qualifies for tomorrow's final. And then you've got the next 5 best times scattered across the 3 heats to determine who will make the final 8 for tomorrow. And this 3rd and final heat, Nancy DeMette out on the very far side. And she is running freely. Olero Soares.
Starks is measured. Pacing herself.
But Nancy DeMatt, freshman from Cal State Fullerton, in qualifying time of 55.91, even from that furthest outside lane. But things are going to get a little bit challenging for her because it's Jayla Rustamoglu. I beg your pardon, that's Amy Warrington. Amy Warrington. Yeah, that's Amy Warrington for Hawaii. So she takes first in the heat. So you've got Hawaii winning heats 2 and 3.
They are gifted at the long sprints here. I'm very excited to see what they can do in the 4x4.
Fullerton 3rd and 4th. And Sanaya Starks, who, as you said, Philip, was the highest seed coming in, the best seed. You would suspect that with a 55.91 time, as we now